Nice. Right. We will wait for 1 more minute and we will start very soon. Everyone is joining. For everyone's information, this session will be recorded and will be available for other students who couldn't make it to this session. If you guys haven't got one of these, make sure you get one of these. Very handy. You just scan through what you need for a whole session. For everyone to join, more students are just coming in. In 1 or 2 minutes, yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to come in. Just give me 1 or 2 more minutes, making sure that everyone there lining up, they can get in. Guys, please come in. Please come in. Come forward. There are more seats at the front. All right, shall we start, Caitlin? Yes, all good. Okay. All right, welcome everyone. Let's get started. This is for the front page for all the students who are doing online and joining the session online. Please making sure that your camera or microphone are muted. And if you have any questions, you can raise your questions when we ask, and Caitlin will help me with your questions, and we'll answer your questions. For everyone's information, this session will be recorded. So if you're asking any question, it might be recorded for the future students or the current students, but they couldn't be here, obviously. All right, let's get started. Welcome to University of Canberra, semester 1, everybody. This is Hamed, and that's my family name, long one, Sarbaz Hosseini. You probably don't know it, but in case, it is 2 words without space. It is Sarbaz and Hosseini, and all single, basically letter you pronounce them. Easy, Sarbaz Hosseini. You can try. If you pronounce it well, you get a gift. Yeah, no, there's no gift. Right, so I'm assistant professor as well as program director of IT and mostly postgraduate courses. As you've seen, there are other sessions happening, undergraduate students and engineering as well. And today's thank you to Caitlin for moderating the session. And, she'll be helping me with any questions that comes through online as well. All right, before we get started, I would like to start this with acknowledgement of country. University of Canberra acknowledges the honorable people, traditional custodians of the land. Bruce campus is situated. We wish to acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and contribution they make to the life of Canberra and the region. We also acknowledge all other First Nations peoples on whose land we gather. Right, before everything, I'm going to play the welcome message from Executive Dean, and we will go from there. Let me just quickly check this one and see if I can make it full screen. Before it comes there, I need to give some more volume so that you guys can hear that better. Can you guys hear me well? Right? All the students in the online sessions, can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. Are we good? Okay, silence is always good, huh? Right, so let me see if I can actually make this full screen, because you want to see that whole full screen. All right. Here we go.
I'm Professor Janine Deacon, the Executive Dean of Faculty of Science and Technology. I'd like to start by acknowledging the number of people as traditional custodians of the land on which the Bruce campus is situated. I acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and the contribution they make to Canberra and the region. I'd like to acknowledge other First Nations peoples on these lands together. I'd like to welcome all our new students to the faculty, and all our continuing students are welcome back to the campus. So we are a rather unique faculty in Australia because we've brought the schools of science and information technologies and systems together into a single faculty to work on solving real-world problems. We are committed to experimental learning to ensure job-ready, world-ready and future-ready graduates. You may gain the skills to set you apart through a professional practice placement, a research project, or even workshopping with your peers to solve real-world problems. Our science graduates rank in the top 4 nationally for employment. Our computing and information systems graduates rank in the top 5 nationally for full-time employment. Our staff are committed to sharing their knowledge, experience and professional connections. In some cases, our staff bring in those working in industry or government to give the real-world perspective to the material they teach. Now, while you're studying with us, we hope that you'll experience some of our world-class teaching and research laboratories as you gain hands-on experience. We're an inclusive faculty and we embrace diversity, and as such, we actually have a new UC Society for Women in STEM. So please make sure that you get along and make the most of that if you're a woman in STEM. Finally, we have some faculty values, 4 core values, that we expect our staff and students to adhere to. And they are our people, so whether you're a student or staff member, we really value your contributions to the faculty. We respect each other, we act in integrity, and we collaborate. So if you're doing a group project, make sure you're collaborating in a collegial way. So I'd just like to finally just welcome you to the faculty and hope that you have a great year. And remember that we are here to support you.
All right, thank you very much. That was from your Executive Dean of Faculty of Science and Technology, Professor Janine Deacon. Okay, so just before we get started, very quick one. It is extremely hard to actually speak behind this mask, and especially these ones that are very thick. So I apologize in advance. If you cannot hear me, please let me know. So by raising your hands at the back or if you're online, just let me know, and I'll try to be loud as much as I can. And I'll try to go slow so I don't get too tired. Or I'm sweating here at the back, but hopefully it will all go well. All right, welcome everyone. If my desktop actually works, here we go. If you're studying any of these courses, you're in the right place because I'm the course or program director of these courses, basically. Graduate certificate in IT, graduate diploma in IT, graduate certificate in business informatics, graduate diploma in business informatics, master of business informatics, master of IT, master of data science, Master of IT and S. Ask you guys to raise your hand if you're studying Master of ITS. I see how many people are around. Yes, perfect. You guys in the right place. Master of Data Science. Hands up. Yes, great. Welcome, everyone. Master of IT. Oh, no, these guys are not here yet. All right, Master of Business Informatics. Yes, great. It's one of my very favorite courses. And anyone doing graduate diplomas or graduate certificates? Hands up. There, one person. Yeah, very good. Perfect. Welcome to all of you. So I hope that you all enjoy your journey at the University of Canberra in the School of ITS. And this was a right beginning and opening. Our head of school is just joining us with a few words to welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Good. Yes. Thank you. Welcome all. Is there a camera for the? Hi. That's good. So, welcome all. I am the head of School of ITS. My name is Kumudu. So welcome to. I'll show you my face actually. Yep. So it's nice to see students back and the attendance. And so it's great. So Hamid will run through the formalities of the course, and you need to know where you need to go, get your things done. We will all help you. We will work with you. And don't panic. I know there are so many unknown elements, COVID and things like that. There was another student was asking how interactive are your lectures. So I just said, let's not worry about lectures at least this week. They will happen, and we will work with you. We'll help you. Yeah, we've got different types of lectures, different types of delivery, different types of tutorials, labs, online, blended mode, face-to-face, so on and so forth. So don't worry. What I want to assure you is that 28 years ago, I was sitting in your place. There were many other people talking at the podium. I can't remember anyone today. Okay, and very soon you will forget me as well. There's one thing I can remember, the amount of fun I had. Just make sure you have fun, you make your friends, you take it easy, you have a good time, and we will work with you, we'll help you with everything else. There'll be a lot of information given to you, and it'll be available for you to go through anytime. Feel free to drop me an email if you need any help from me. Just say hi to me when I pass by on a corridor. All right, so welcome. Happy semester, happy year. Thank you. All right, over to you. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's an individual room. Perfect, thank you very much. Sure. Thank you, Kumudu. All right, so I'll go to the virtual room then. Hey, Tamsin, and you are there. Would you like to have
Hi,
few
all.
words?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Great. Hi, I just wanted to say a quick hello and welcome to everybody. I'm joining virtually, so I'm actually on my balcony at home and not on campus with you. But whether you be on campus or online, really excited to have you as part of the faculty. My name is Dr. Tamsin Kelly, and I'm the Associate Dean of Education for the faculty. And myself, as well as the heads of school and the program directors, really looking forward to getting to know all of you over the course of your degree, working with you so that you can meet your academic and career goals for the future. So just wanted to say hello, and I'll pass back over to Hamed.
All right, thank you very much, Tamsin. It was great to have both the head of the school as well as the Associate Dean Education. I'm seen in here as well. Thank you very much all. And of course, if you guys have any questions later on, you can ask us, or you can, we can direct you towards the head of the schools or to the ADEs as appropriate. Please ask those students who are in the virtual rooms, maybe keep your comments for slightly later on. because every single time that you comment, the noise comes in here, and I actually get very distracted. I feel like something is wrong with my microphone or something. Sounds good? Okay. Any questions so far? Move on? Yes? Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Two dates, important dates to remember. You always remind this for every student that start. So Monday, 7th of February, which is next Monday, that's the semester starts. That's where all activities, teaching and learning all starts. Of course, your learning can start beforehand or continues afterwards. Wednesday, 16th of February, that's the last day that you can self-enroll the units without actually asking for approvals from the lecturers. So we highly recommend you, if you have a plan, please visit the study plans. I'm going to go through that very soon as well. And if you are going through the study plan, ensure that you enroll in those units, because obviously when it comes to that date, most of the lecturers and unit conveners are dealing with a big load of emails and all that. You don't want to delay your enrollment. Friday, 4th of March, that's the census date. So what's that mean? It means that's the last day that you can actually withdraw from any unit without incurring any academic or financial penalty. I just wait for a few seconds. I saw some of you were taking picture of this slide too. These slides, remember, will be available for you in Canvas site, in the SciTech site. And also the recordings will be available for you all as well. So these 3 dates, don't forget, you're starting next week. So make sure you check your schedule and timetable for lectures and tutorials when they're all starting. Wednesday 16th is the day that you basically, the last day of self-enrollment and census date. You can basically withdraw any unit for semester 1. Right, let's move on. You've already met a few of the team, Faculty of Science and Tech here, Executive Dean of SciTech. That's how we welcome you all to the faculty. You met Tamsin as Associate Dean Education, and also we have Assistant Associate Dean Education, Dr. Luke, which is currently is actually running the session next to me for undergraduate students. Also, we have Associate Dean Research and Innovation, ADR, Professor Diane, Head of School that you met also, Kumudu, which started with welcoming you all. The program directors team, we have 3 program directors in School of ITS. Dr. Luke, you can see which courses he's responsible for. Second is my name, and you see a big list of codes over there, right? Hopefully you remember your codes for the courses that you're studying. And also Dr. Mariam, who she's running some of the engineering courses. Okay, so just for your information, if you're contacting any of these program directors based on their course code, obviously most of you, not most of you, all of you, if you want to any specific questions regarding your course, study plan, and all that, comes to me as your program director. All right, can we move on? I'm just waiting here because I see some of the cameras are up and they're taking pictures. I think I'm hoping you're not taking a photo of myself from the slides. All right, so there are a few basically things that you need to know. Of course, you all here for the first time, am I right? Anyone here for the first day at UC? Hands up if you're here for the first day. You guys arrived in Canberra last 1 or 2 weeks before. Yes, most of you. Yeah, welcome you all. I hope you're all enjoying Canberra weather as well. All right, so first place that you should stop by is Student Central. Right? It is located in building level 1, in building level 2 at the moment. And basically for all or any administrative inquiries, that's where you need to go, Student Central. So they will help you with, you know, the setting up your student email account, with self-enrollments, with any sort of HEX help, and all of that. With My UC portal, anyone here has access to My UC? Hopefully, doesn't have access to My UC yet. Everyone is scared, like, oh, we all have access. Hopefully you all have access. If you don't, please visit the Student Center. Ensure that you've got your access code, your emails and passwords, because that's the first thing that you need to have access to it in order to be able to enroll in any units that you want, and also follow up with any materials for teaching and all that. Also, they can help you with any tutorials, timetabling, with student card. You should all have a student card. Also, any student services, amenities, and fees. Okay, their email address is on the side, which is my right side. But if you're looking at the screen in front of you, it's on the left side. So it is student.center@canberra.edu.au. Please don't forget that email, because you will contacting those team in most of the cases. Yeah, student.center@canberra.edu.au. Their number is also provided. Also, course advice. So some of you be coming from different universities, all different experiences, studies, and all of that. We do have course advice for those students specifically. I will go through that very soon, but I'm going to just open this quickly. Just put I hope I'm putting that right. Right, here we go. The next one. Once I entered my password incorrectly, it was supposed to be a username, and all students saw it. I had to quickly change it, but in this case, I hope it is working anyway. Let me do that one more time. Oh, this is a capital open. Right. Here we go. So this is the platform that you all will have access once you have your username, your email address, and your password. It's called MyUC, Student MyUC. And when you come here, you see it says when to get advice, and it specifically says that, you know, when you want to change in your course, or advice on, you know, what is the situation that you are in. If you scroll down, you'll see different faculties. Obviously, we are in Faculty of Science and Technology, and you need to know that email, because the Student Center, second place that you'll be contacting are the SciTech student inquiries at canberra.edu.au. In some of the cases, some of the emails comes to me as a program director. I will tell you, please contact student inquiries first before you contacting me, because there are some general information, or also you can find some of the information which is in the Canvas site and all of that. So currently we're not running any virtual or drop-in appointments due to short staffing. However, the emails are our priority based on the urgency of the matter. Of course, we're starting the semester very soon. We'll try to get back to your emails as soon as possible. And we do have some of the amazing education team staff here, Georgie, and also Caitlin as well. That you don't need to know them personally, because then you will be contacting them with hundreds of questions. However, that's the email that you will need to contact when it comes to you. Sounds good? Right, let's move on with the slides. I'm also checking my time. You'll be good with time, I think. Right, in terms of the health cover for international students and all, OSHC, Allianz, their team are available for international students with all the health cover requirements and queries. Okay, I believe you all heard about the respect and having supportive environment. So consent matters. There are some online courses to educate yourself with that as well. And you can get to canberra.edu/safe and -community. All right, so course advice. I think I discussed that a little bit before, but here as well, it's okay. So what does that mean? What do you get out of this course advice? You can get some study plan advice. However, the general study plans are all provided to you on the website, right? And one of the most important one, I might just go slightly further down here. Most of you have access to one. If you don't, make sure you actually enroll in this one, right? This is for School of ITS site. This is where you can find just right behind this one, scan, and it takes you to that Canvas site. Yeah. So when you get to that Canvas site, information regarding your study plans and all, you can find it there. Let me see. Actually, this might take me to that. I don't know why every time I need to just for, enter my details, but that's fine. Happy to do that. Okay. Yeah, this is basically taking me to the same place. In terms of the general information where you find apart from that Canvas site, right? If you come to the study plans, there's a link called Digital Handbook. Click on this one. This is where you can find information about each of those courses that I mentioned at the very beginning. So when you come here, you type the code of the course that you're studying. So say, for example, out of the courses that I showed you at the beginning, choose Master of ITS, that was most majority of you, 973AA. So if you write here 973AA, it's going to take you, type 973AA. Okay, here we go, Master of ITS. Once you open that one, it will give you all the information you need to know from course to career opportunities in that course that you're studying, specific information about the course and course requirements. I'm taking you through this, and we have this in the slides again, but I'm hoping that this is helping you. So for example, for Master of ITS, you have 48 credit points to study to complete the course. Yeah. As you see, there is some required units and there are some optional units, such as specialization that you can choose or no specialization. If you basically click here, it opens up all the units that you need to study as a required units for this course. You click on any of these units, right? For example, if you're studying Sam, you're with Luke, and all of that, all these different staff names, you will find it in the unit outline. So you will find learning outcome of the unit, of the graduate attributes, prerequisite for the units, if you need to pass any other units before you study this one, and core requisite or incompatible units as well. And if you come here, you will see if we are offering that in semester 1 or not. You find information about timetable, but the specific unit outline, for example, for 2021, we offering that in online and on-campus mode. If you, for example, click on the on-campus mode, you will get all details of what has been actually planned this coming semester. It gives you some information about accreditation of ACS. So MITS is one of our courses which is accredited by Australian Computer Society. And timetable of activities, what you will be learning each week. Some of the unit resources, what sort of required units or prescribed units that you need to refer. Usually they're available in the library as well. Some assessments, and if you basically click on that, you get the details of what the assessments are, and some other information regarding how you're going to pass or complete this unit successfully. Some of the responsibilities, most of our units scheduled as you spend 150 hours of study load for whole semester, right? So any unit that you're studying with 3 credit points, it is expected to spend 150 hours for that unit. We do have some units, for example, like capstone project, for students in last semester, which you're taking a project with a group with some supervisors and all. That is 6 credit points. So that means those expected hours will be doubled. And there are some information about what participation requirements you might need to consider before enrolling. Also, how we basically manage the course, and etc. Basically, you can find all this information about each unit. Click on the unit outline. So you have some options. You can choose no specialization, or you can choose any specialization. If you click on specialization, you will see what units are required in order to get the specialization. Also, there are typical study plans available right underneath. You will find semester 1 commencing, that most of you are doing semester 1. So if you click on there, it opens up your general study plan for studying MITS. Okay. Also, all of these, like I said before, will be available in that Canvas site that I'm going to show you as we go ahead. Questions so far? Let me know if you have questions. Don't mind if you want to interrupt me. It gives me time to relax a little bit behind the mask. All good? Okay, let's move on. So that's the email address that you need to keep in mind all the time. If you have any issues, if you need any specific advice, individual or customized sort of study plan that you require for any specific situation you're in, be referring and contacting SciTech. Student inquiries, just keep that in mind that we're receiving a lot of emails at the moment, so there will be a little bit of waiting time until you get your response based on the urgency, obviously. Right, so in terms of communication with the university, so what you need to have is, number one, you need to know your student ID from now on and your passport. So campus computers, where you want to log in, it will ask you your username and your password. Or if you are doing any online courses or you want to enroll in units and all, you need to have access to those basically credentials. My UC student portal, that's for all of you. Make sure you all have access to it. Canvas site. Canvas site is where all the teaching and learning materials are. I'm going to show you specifically the IT as well as we go ahead. If you have any issues with all of that, or you haven't had to get your password yet, please contact servicedesk@canberra.edu.au. Call them to obtain your password. Your student email should be something like that, starting with u@uni.canberra.edu.au. And if you are contacting your unit conveners or lecturers or education team for any course requirements or inquiries, you should be contacting via your student email address, right? So keep that in mind. Do not contact via your personal emails, your university email, so that we know who's actually emailing us. Right, so I think I showed you the digital handbook. So these are this is the page that you can find any information about the course that you're studying, as well as the unit outline specifically for that semester. Keep in mind that unit outline for each semester can be different. So I'll show you the example of that. So if you come in, I think I opened it in here. Maybe opened it in here. Yeah, here we go. So if you're coming, for example, to choose the unit outlines and read them through, make sure you choose the right one. Okay? So under your course that you, for example, this unit that I clicked on, a number of unit outlines since 2018. Make sure you click, if you want to find information about that unit, click on the most appropriate one regarding the studies that the unit that you want to enroll in. Whether you're on campus or you're online, semester 1 2022, you click in there and you get the most relevant information for that specific unit outline. Okay. Okay, so any questions regarding this one? All know where to find information about your courses? Okay, perfect. And also this is available from the university's front page too. So if you get to university's front page, canberra.edu.au, right, scroll down, here you can find about courses, course that you study. If, for example, you're doing Master of Data Science, you click there and brings you ITM 00, that I put the number correctly, here we go, and so on. So you still have the same basically link from the front page of the university's website to find the same link. All right. I think I mentioned this already to remind everyone again. Expected workload for any 3 credit points unit is total of 150 hours on average. This is for 3 credit points units. For a typical TS unit in semester 1 or semester 2, we expect that you have 4 hours per week contact hours. Some of the units have 2 hours lecture, 1 hour tutorial, and 1 hour, for example, drop-in sessions to get to either it's virtual or on campus, that you can communicate with your teachers and ask your questions. It can be 1 hour lecture, 2 hours tutorials, or 2 hours lectures, 2 hours tutorials, depending on what unit it is and how it has been basically structured. 4 to 8 hours independent study hours per week, at least. That's what is expected. And also 8 to 12 hours in total per week over 13 weeks that you're studying. Of course, week 8 is mostly non-teaching week, and we don't have classes. However, there might be some units that still you have to do some assessments and or work on the assignments and so on. Full-time load is 4 units per semester, means it's equal to 12 credit points. Part-time load means it is less than 3 credit points. So if you're a full-time student, you're expected to study at least 4 units or equal to 12 credit points per semester. Any questions so far regarding your units? You know all where to find the units, Canvas sites, and all information about the units. Trust, you'll all find it right from the right place. Okay, there are few helps that you see that mostly, not mostly, I think all of them that I'm covering here are all paid in your student fees. So you don't need to worry about payments and all that. These are all free for you. These services are provided for you to get advantage and basically skill up your level as you're studying, doing your assessment items, overall your journey throughout the course that you are enrolled and attending. Okay, so first one, for example, is study skills, part of a student life, provides a range of free face-to-face online study help programs for all UC students. Support services like study skills are for everyone regardless of your level. And as mentioned, you already paid for this support, so make sure you use them. People that use these services tend to be more successful overall. And you can see in 2020, approximately 5,700 students, they used at least one study skill program as well. So you can find them in this website, canberra.edu/study skills, or you can email them and get some information. Well, so they're usually located in library and or building 6. Library is building 8. Get familiar with the campus as well. So it is basically opposite building as we are right now, the other side, and building 6 student resource center, which is that direction. Right. Also, there are some online through the virtual rooms, yeah, you can basically all these links and all that through your Canvas site. Right. There are other basically skill or helps for you. Study help is one of the sessions that we run. It's called drop-in assignment help, includes assignment writing, research, referencing, general study help in library and online, and runs days in level B of library and also through the virtual rooms. For math and stats, we call it MASH. Drop-in help with any mathematics or statistics questions that you have. Again, it's located in 6B32 and or virtual rooms. Theodicity is a Connect Live for online study help. Submit your assignment. It is 24/7 feedback that you can receive via UC Learn menu. Right, there are some peer study helps as well. For example, the first one, Ask Advisor Service, students trained to provide daily help with study tips, printing, borrowing, UC Learn, e-portfolio, and more. Some of the units requires that you provide e-portfolio of yourself and how to create that and all of that. So you can get all these helps, obviously, through Advisor Service. They also have virtual room helps as well. We have Pulse, it's called Peer Assisted Learning Sessions, weekly group study sessions for many core first-year units, run by UC students who have successfully completed these units, and running face-to-face and online again from last semester onwards. Right, other supports, the study help site, self-paced and interactive resource for all study skills need, again, accessible 24/7 through your Canvas dashboard. Academic integrity model, AIM, is this course helps students to develop strategies to avoid plagiarism, reference effectively. So one of the things that you need to consider when you're studying and when you're doing your assignments and all of submitting we do have, for example, a software called Orkant. Some of you probably heard that. So that automatically finds if there is any materials coming from different resources. You make sure that you reference that correctly. And if you are unsure about the referencing and all of that, this is one place that you can go to get some help. Study skills for success, face-to-face or online uni preparation program, and English for university as well. Short course to develop English language study skills. By the way, my English is my third language. So some of you probably are in the same page, maybe fourth or fifth one, or second one, or the first one, I don't know. However, you get lots of help from these guys because they're professionally train you or help you with all the assessment items and learning and basically throughout your journey and course that you study. Right, so about your health and well-being, of course, University of Canberra pays extra attention to your health and well-being. There are some services here, medical and counseling. It is located in Building 1. It's comprehensive range of practitioners, nursing and counseling services. Medicare covers all medical center for general consultation and domestic students as well. Right, and also if you are international student, you have OSHC card, and that's also covered as part of your insurance. The center offers free and confidential counseling to all UC students. We have student well-being as well, which is located in Student Central. They provide individualized support and information to help you navigate your journey at UC in best way possible. If you have any questions, you want to contact them. It is wellbeing@canberra.edu.au. Right, I'm trying to please slow down a little bit. Okay, let me check my time. It's 3:40. Anyone has any questions, by the way? Questions online, students? If you have any questions, please ask. Please let me know. You guys, yes, question. Oh, yes. Sure. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. I'll repeat the question because those students who are in the online one, they can also hear the question. So the question is, a student tried to basically self-enroll to the lectures. There will clash among some of the units. So number one, we try to minimize that clash as much as possible from our side. Number two, from your side as a student, when you're going to the website, really check, make sure as possible you choose the units that they don't clash as much. Okay? And I had students in past that they, for example, of course, the lectures and most of the tutorials are all recorded, but we encourage that you all attend and learn as much as possible to engage. However, it is possible that one student, as per the study plan or as the specialization that they choose, they prefer to go for one lecture online as recorded, watching and attend the other one to ensure that they still go ahead with their study plans and so on. Like I said, we try to minimize that. It is possible that you find one or two units that clash as possible sometimes. If it is tutorial, make sure you choose another tutorial that doesn't clash with the same tutorial. Yeah, but if it is lecture, most of the lectures are recorded in the tab in Canvas side. You will find it. It is called lectures recording, and it is in Echo. And also you will find basically lecture slides and your lecture speaking through the lectures. So everything that has happened during the lecture, it will be all recorded there as well. In case you need to follow the study plan and you need to get any specific specialization, so that is another way of basically getting the information. Right, okay. So my suggestion for you is contact us, right? We try to help you as much as possible. It is, like I said, it is possible that sometimes units there are clashes with the lectures, but we will try to minimize it as possible. But any individual cases like this, please contact us and we'll try to help you as possible. Okay? You know the email that you need to contact. What's the email address? Everyone's information? Here we go. Science Tech Student inquiries. Perfect. Now everyone remembers what the email address was. Okay, thank you very much for the question. Yes. So yeah, good question. Again, question regarding the clashes about the units and all. I use my hands as I talk a lot, and this microphone is right in front of me. If there is any clash, to be honest, these are all scheduled already. It is almost impossible for a unit convener to change the time, right? Because they're already scheduled like 2-3 months before, right? It is impossible for a lecturer to change that lecture time. However, like I said, there are some options, for example, to visit that lecture specifically in recordings, or basically attending the tutorials. If it is a tutorial, to different tutorial options that are in different units, minimize that. That's what we can do at this stage. However, if you have any questions, issues, let us know. And we, like I said, if there is something that we can do, we're happy to help you guys as much as possible. Sounds good? I know it is possible that sometimes the lectures comes in the same time. For example, Tuesday or Wednesday might be the most attractive day for a lecturer to teach, right? It is possible that everyone wants to go early morning and bring all the students to campus, say early morning, so all you guys are all fresh and all that to learn, right? So if, for example, all 2 units comes in the same time, that's the clash. But what we have to ensure is that you're not missing any opportunity of learning. So you will still get that materials and everything through the Canvas site, and they will all be recorded there. Yeah, I will show you the Canvas site, get familiar with how the system works. Oh, good. That was a good question, but it didn't help me to a little bit relax here. It was challenging me. That's good. Let's move on. I like those questions. Please ask more. Yeah. Specialized services. So careers, you see, if you are looking for some options of what you can do in the future while you're doing your course, what options are there in terms of, for example, internship and all of that. That's where you can go. It is located in building 1 above refectory. Inclusion located in Student Central. I'm not going to detail of that because you can all read it and you know based on the name what they are. Like I said, these information will be all available for you in the Canvas site. So please go through them and ensure that you are all aware of all this. International students, so located in Student Central as well. Non-Oval Center located in ground floor in UC Lodge. Student advocacy is provide confidential advice and support representation to assist students with progressing successful during their time at UC. And UCX Food Pantry, one of my favorite ones for all the students. So if you haven't been there, maybe try it on. Just go see how it all looks. Is in UCX Student Lounge in Building 1, Level A. So there usually some free food each week for some of students. All right. So one of the programs that we provide at UC, and we encourage you to be part of that, is called Student Mentor Program. The first line you're seeing is basically from a student that basically been part of the program. It says, as a new student on campus, this program helped me feel like I had someone that could help me out when I needed it. I felt really supported and had a really great time meeting up with my mentors. So basically, this is to support all students. Right? You see student mentors available to provide support, connect you with services, activities, events, answer questions about university life. Mentors provide new students with individualized support so that you can navigate your journey at UC at the best way possible from your beginning semester 1 that you're all starting now. So for example, UC student mentors are role models, they're university guys. And of course, ongoing connection you can have with them. It's a support service, community builders. You can sign up for the mentors or email them at uctribe@canberra.edu.au. I know there's some comments coming from the online one, but I will get to that very soon. Once I finish, there will be time for all of you to ask questions, okay? So there are some student societies. We encourage you to be part of that. So you don't, number one, feel lonely. And of course, if you have any questions, it's a place that most of the students are part of it as well, and they can help you with anything that you have. So first one is UC Information Technology Student Association. They have their email address, info@ucitsa@gmail.com, or their Facebook page and so on. For University of Cambridge Student Developer Organization, a couple more, UC Engineering Society and UC Supporting Women in STEM as well. So these are all different, basically, societies, student societies, run by students as well, that you guys can attend and get help or socialize with other students at the same time. All right, this is probably one of my last slides. I'm gonna take you through what information you will get when you get to the Canvas site and overall how it all looks like. So this is the Canvas site. That's what we refer to, Canvas. This is annual unit offerings, replacement information. They're all there. Typical study plans, or even including major specialization if you want to study, that all are covered in the study plans. Frequently asked questions. Sometimes we put there, if students have any questions, please go through that and see other students probably ask, and your questions might be answered there already. Also check out the announcements, anything about internships, about graduate programs, paid work, networking, workshops, and so on. You have to make sure that you sign up to receive these notifications from the Canvas site. Let me click on this. This is how it's gonna all look if I can open it. It's opening. Oh, it didn't open. I will open it with different browser. I'm sure it will open. Okay, let me do that one more time. I tried this in the morning, it worked perfectly. So I'm gonna show you guys that it actually works. Okay, there you go, finally. Okay, as you see, this is how the Canvas site looks. I'll show you how it looks from the beginning, but as you see, these recent announcements, if I haven't read them, means it shows as blue. If I click in any of these, it means I've read, right? So if you open this and you see there's some announcements on top, if you click on it, if you read them, it means it actually acknowledges that you've read. This is for School of ITS students only, and obviously all information about course advice as well. Any information about COVID updates, for example, Kumudu mentioned at the beginning of the session, you can find it over there. And how to get advice. If you click in any of these, you basically find information about this one was the email address that I said you need to remember when you have any questions or issues. Really, most of your questions are answered in the website. So if you have really a general question, please first go through the Canvas site before you sending an email, right? Because like I said, it might take 1 or 2 or 3 days sometimes to get back to you, right? And we don't mind if you send us a kind reminder. So if after a few days, just in case you didn't get your response after 3 or 4 or 5 days, maybe send us a kind reminder, and we're happy to get back to you as soon as we can. This one particular is for the program directors. You will meet all the program directors in ITS. Some information, frequently asked questions about previous students, about study plans, how to find them. You can get all this information here as well. Study plans. I'm sure Georgie is also a favor of this one. So this one is for students who are studying in Canberra, or students who are remotely studying for any reason, couldn't be in Canberra. If you click on these ones, you will find, you guys are in the postgraduate course, you'll find all the study plans related to your course. So for example, if you click on Master of ITS, make sure you choosing the right study plan. Obviously, this is for students who are commencing in semester 1, 2022, who are you, and based on the specialization as you see here, or if they're studying in semester 2, and I think these are the old ones. So you basically require these ones in here. No specialization. If you don't want to get any specialization, that's the study plan as well. So if you click on that, I'm hoping that you will see the general study plan for you, students who are studying this. As you remember, I showed you there are some units that are required units, some units which are elective based on specialization or not getting a specialization. And it basically shows you whether they're prerequisite for any units and so on. So go through this study plans, get familiar with that. And most of the students, 99% of the students, they basically follow the general study plans as they are in the Canvas site. Some internship programs available, and if you click on that one specific, you will find all information related to internship in 2022. All week's resources, that's basically this week, orientation week, all this information will be there. Some study skills, as I explained at the beginning. So all you can find about Pulse, about MASH or study skills, societies and all that help, you can find all this information in that Canvas site as well. And also about unit offering and any updates. There might be a unit that you find possibly, usually shouldn't happen, that you find it under the course, but we have updated that for any reason, right? So you will find those updated offerings under this one for School of ITS. Sounds good? This is where you can find all this information. Of course, you can keep in touch with us through the Facebook, through the Instagram, and through the Twitter, right? With all updates, events, and all of that which are coming up. Okay, I think that's, just one more thing before I move on. If you click here on the very front page, so you all will have access to this Canvas site with the username and password. You will get basically notifications on top, something that's coming up or any helps, etc. And all these Canvas sites, to learn sites, right? If you click in each of these, for example, this one specifically is my unit that I'm teaching in the coming semester. I've made some announcements here. These are some welcome message for you, where you find where to post your questions in, for example, discussion forums. You will find the timetable of activities. You will find who are your teaching staff. You know how to contact your unit convener. You will find unit outlines in there, and also how to progress in unit to become successful, including all the assessment items that you need to take to complete that unit, right? So this is where, when I refer to Canvas site, this is where you get all the sites that you self-enroll, and then you get access to all this information. Also, regarding the lectures recording, so if you click on the lectures recording, after most of the lectures, 99% of lectures, I think all of them, 100% of lectures are all recorded, right? So once it is done, you will come here, you click here, you can find all information. Once you play, you can download it, you can probably find some notes, you can edit it, and so on and so on. Right. So that's about the Canvas site, and that will bring me to the last slide, which how you can keep up to date with the site tech, with all the events, with all the plans, with the study plans and all of that. These are the information that I also showed you. Now time for any questions. I will leave, so I think any questions are coming up in the virtual room, Caitlin? All good? Okay, that's good. Anyone has any questions? Part clashes, I understand that it is possible that sometimes we have clashes. We try to minimize that as much as possible. What I would encourage you all is to ensure that you, for one, check the unit outlines. So get familiar what the unit is about, what assessment items are coming up. Before even the unit outline, go through your course information. It is your responsibility, basically, to take ownership about your course and the study plans that you have and all of that. Yeah, go through it. Make sure you're familiar with the study plan, with the units that you're going to study, and so on, with the assessment items. Of course, if you have any questions, if you need any help, we're here. All help you as much as we can, right? So don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions, if you have any issues with your studies, with your journey, with your course, and so on. Yes, Katie. Good question. So I repeat the question. Can we change the timetable according to our comfort? To some extent, yes. To some extent, depends on the course requirements, right? Remember, in order to pass or complete the course requirements, there, of course, UC policy that the students should follow in order to complete a course, right? To some extent, yes, you can, choose the electives, which one to study, and all of that, of course, considering the prerequisite, of course, considering, all the required units beforehand. Can go with that one. However, we encourage you to go with study plans. So at least if you have any issues, we can help you as you move on. If you choose your own way of studying, and at the end of the studies, we come and find that the study units that you've studied actually did not meet the course requirements, and it will be unfortunate that you cannot complete. You will say, oh, I completed, for example, 48 credit points, but why I cannot complete? We encourage you to go through the study plans. We encourage you to follow that. However, each students are different. If you have specific requirements, if you're coming from a specific background of studies or other degrees and all of that, and that you require any specific advice on the study plans, be more than happy to help you all to ensure that you all still, complete successfully as you go ahead. What we want to ensure here is that all helps are available for you. If you need any help, don't just wait for it. Just come and ask, right? And you know where to now go. If you have any questions, any issues, so that's from me. That's the main message to get from this one. Any questions? Are we all good? Do we all know where to go when we have any questions, if we have any issues? All right, okay. Guys have planned for rest of the day. Have any activities happening in the campus today? Caitlin, do we know? Here we go. If there's any activities, you're more than welcome to attend. If there are no activities, get familiar with the campus, go around the campus, talk to other students, learn from them. We will be around as well. If you have any questions, come and see us. And wish you all the best with your studies. I hope you all enjoy your journey and successfully complete your journey as you move on. And good luck all, and see you all in classes. Thank you very much, guys, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And thank you to Caitlin, and thank you, Georgie, for attending the session. All right, I'm stopping the recording.